If Dad had sat down like that, he should have gone to the emergency room. They were not really into this type of thing, but I am, so they're getting it. Hello and welcome to another Build My Dutch Hometown video. This is actually the last episode of the Prince Willem Alexander Street. The reason that you're basically seeing this is because I made a boo-boo recording with the mic and the sound was atrocious, so I'm doing a voiceover in part of the video. The last part of the video the mic is good. So anyway, this is how it's going to be today. Yes. And you can see here the family that I made. Now it's actually a family that I knew back in the day. The first names are the way that they are in real life. The last name is not, because, you know, I just want to, I don't know, preserve their anonymity a little bit. So let's start with the husband, which is called Ed. His last name, I made it Sanderson. He's actually a politician in real life. And I also gave him the politician job in The Sims. Then we have Max. That was actually the boy I used to babysit when I was, I don't know, a lot younger. And his mother is called Rose. I have no idea what his mother did. I don't remember. So I basically made her into, I don't know, I gave her the cooking skill and she wants to have her own restaurant. That is backstory of this little family. The other thing that I did is I actually made their house, which was the corner house that I did. So I removed one house from the block because I did not have the room. And I wanted to have a little bit of variation. So I also already made part of the house. I already did the floor plan as well. Okay, here we have the top-down overview of the house, and I'm actually contemplating here if I should give them the same small hallway that my dad also has, and I decided yes, I'm going to do that. But basically what you see here is you see that basically small entryway, then you see the hallway with the stairs to the second floor. The toilet I just put somewhere. I don't remember the exact layout of the house. I remember a little bit, but not exactly. Then basically we have then the living room, and I do remember that they had an open style kitchen. I thought it was very fancy back in the day. It was the only house that had, you know, kind of that type of kitchen, so I kind of try to recreate that. I don't remember if they had a shed or if they had a garage. I think they actually had a garage, but I'm not sure. Here we have the floor plan for the upstairs. So we have the master bedroom that has the double bed right now. Then we have the bathroom, we have a laundry room, Max's bedroom and a study. I don't know the layout. So I put all the windows in, all the doors in, and I'm now contemplating the floor of the kitchen. And I don't know why, but sometimes it's just so difficult to make a decision about the flooring and the wallpaper of the kitchen or any and the bathrooms as well. So that's basically what I'm contemplating now, and just looking to see kind of the vibe that I want to achieve in the house. And I don't know why, but I had a lot of difficulty with this particular house to come up with a color scheme. So basically I'm just fiddling around with the colors for the wallpapers and trying to come up with a plan before deciding to just, I don't know, make the kitchen and then basically go from there. So this is the last part of the voiceover before the video basically jumps to the way that I usually film, which is my thoughts while I am building it. A voiceover, I don't know, I feel a little bit awkward doing that, but that is fine. So basically I'm placing the kitchen here. The kitchen that I'm using is from Home Chef Hustle. I thought it was a good combination because I also gave her kind of, you know, that trait. I really wanted to give them a bar that they could eat at, especially for breakfast. So here I'm basically play testing it because there's also a half wall in front of it. I think I keep that. If I'm not mistaken, I keep that. It was just, I don't know, something different to what I normally do. And then I'm just matching up the upper cabinets with the lower cabinets, trying to make sure that it's the correct color that I want and the correct height. And it's just, you know, it has the layout that I desire for this particular kitchen. When I'm finally happy with the upper cabinet placing, I will fiddle around a little bit with the wallpaper before I settle on, well, basically my favorite, which is this one, that dark gray one from the same pack as the kitchen is from. It is one of the ones that I want to use a lot in my builds. I try not to because I do want a little bit of variety as well. But what can I say? I thought it fit in this kitchen. And after that comes the hassle of trying to match the rest of the house to the kitchen. And especially if I have no idea, it's always a little bit difficult. I will get there in the ending though. So don't worry. I'm not worried. But this was the end of the voiceover, and here comes me with my original thoughts as I am building. So I have cluttered up the kitchen, well, largely. Here in this cabinet, I actually had appliances, and you can kind of see what I did, right? So if I hover over the appliance, it needs to snap to a counter. With the tool mode, I shrunk down the counter, and you basically see it. You see a tiny little dot around here. Can I show you? Yeah, a tiny little dot there. That's basically the counter, and that is for all 3 of these. Now, I also had in these 3 pockets, I also had appliances, but when I got back in game, they were gone. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm just going to leave it for now. So for the rest, as you can kind of see, I cluttered everything up, and it looks very, very, very nice. Where are we? We are there. Oh no, I'm making a mess. Can we do that and then go in? That is better. So I kind of tried to make it look like the light was a part of the pan holder thing. I gave them a dishwasher there. So the dishwasher from this kitchen is a very weird short one. I don't like it. It's basically half the width, half the width of a complete cupboard. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I found that painting, and yeah, then I basically gave them kind of the caddy here. The other thing that I could potentially grab is, where is that? I think it is in surfaces, maybe miscellaneous. Let's see. Because there is kind of a kitchen caddy already. I was kind of debating putting this one in that I have now. I'm kind of pointing with my finger to the screen and you cannot see it. So it's this one. So the culinary caddy, we also have that. The thing is though, that this does not snap on it, which is very irritating. I could push it, I think, in place of, so I could put it here and then kind of remove you and see how that looks. I could do that too. It's actually quite cute with this stuff on there. I need to shrink this one down though. So I'm going to do that with the tool mode. Scale, let's do 0.8. Yeah, and it also needs to go a little bit lower, a tiny bit. Okay, now it needs to scoot back a little bit. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to Shift-T. I'm going to move this to the side. Shift-T again, do that. And then it needs to scoot back a bit. So I'm going to point to my pointer on the floor, then hold the Alt key. And then basically keep clicking. And then these need to move too. And they need to go down a bit. But I'm going to move them first. And then they're going to go down. Go away. Don't you snap there? Oh, you do. That's even easier. Because that way it's already the correct height. I thought I was done decorating the kitchen. But I was not. I know what I want, what I really, really want. These. I'm going to put that next to it like that. Okay. Yes. Can I put T there next to it? Will you fit next to it? That is a little bit... Maybe if I size you down. Well, that's actually pretty nice. I do want... Stop it. Let's see what kind of colors we have. Actually, I think this one fits very well there. Yes. So now I kind of do want to have this a little bit more center. I like it. Coffee station. Yeah, I do. So this is the kitchen done. Hopefully, finally, potentially. Shall I just go to the dining room? Style-wise, I don't know. So what's the color that I want here? Oh, no. I kind of like the contrast with the brown. So we're going to do that. Why? Well, that is everyone's guess. So I've added the table from base game, the very, very large one. What is it called? It is called the Mega table. And the chairs are from, I think it's a Dream Home Decorator. They are called the plush yet firm chair. And I think it matches, I don't know, well enough. Let's just say we're going to go for well enough today. The thing is though, now I don't like the curtains. Let's go for those. Yeah, it matches the chairs a little bit better. Yes, that is fine. Okay, let's go to, I want a bar. I also know the bar that I want. My favorite, the 16th century Monte Vista Globe bar from the Vintage Glamour kit. I kind of wanted to put it here. I think I should be able to when I kind of do that. They should be able to go there. Or I could also put it there. Maybe I have a little bit more room here. Yeah, I have a little bit more room there, I think. I don't know if it matters though, but we're going to put it there. Do we kind of want some music here? I think that is going to be cute. So let's go to electronics and let's also get some alarms while I'm here. Let's get a smoke alarm in the kitchen. Plop there. I don't know if I need an extra one here. I'm just going to plop it behind there. There. Fire prevention alarm. Let's put it in here as well somewhere. Let's put you there. Let's also do the burglar alarm. I'm going to size it down though. Twice. We will put that basically below the window. That was the word I was looking for. And let's also put one here next to the back door. I was kind of looking for the fuse box and for the audio. ADHD ole ole. Honestly, if you know, you know. This one is a little bit too big. That is what she said. So we're going to go to Echoes of Elegance Gramophone from it's a pack, and I will check which one it is in a little bit. Yeah, the Secret Sanctuary pack. That's where it's from. What do I want above the table? I can do that one. That is fine. Let's clutter it up a little bit with some plants and such. So where is my well, I can do you. One here, one there. Let's get my other favorite, which, yes, oh, I love you so much, the miniature vine. But I want a hanging plant. Where is it? Here it is. The green goddess pothos. Pothos, I don't know. I think it is a very nice plant. So let's put that one there. Yes, the Colford cow plant. I think that one is very, very cutesy. Yes, let's put the cow plant there. And then I think basically plant-wise it's done. Do I want... I can actually put my favorite table plant on the table. If I can find it. It's not you. Where are you? It's a base game one. And I don't know. For the love of me, I cannot find it right now. It's probably here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's actually from Snowy Escape. And I have one in my inventory. Really? What color? Because we have it in... We have the red one, but we have different colors. I actually think the pink one is nice. What else can we put on the table? We can kind of, you know, spruce it up a little bit. We could put these table lilies on. These are actually pretty cute too. Decorations. And then rugs. Let's see if we have something nice. Maybe I could do a circular one. So let me size it up first to see if it's something that I can vibe with. I can vibe with this. I can. Let's see what kind of colors. Do that. I kind of like this actually. I do. So we don't have any windows here or any curtains here. I can hang curtains there like that. Yes. No, I actually think that right now this is looking nice and the way that I like it. And if I find anything that I'm like, I need to add that, then I kind of will, and I'll show you what I did. For now, we're just going to go save and go to the living room. I can just make a couch with these. I'm going to add some window sills. I have here the sleek frame wall shelf from the retro kit that I also used the couches from in my French teacher's house. So we're just going to use these. So we have then that, yes, and then we have the TV here. We'll do this one. I don't know if I want to have a different TV though. So I just sized it down a little and it will still work. I want a mirror on top of here. Well, it's either going to be this one that I have hanging here, or it's going to be this one again. I think I'll use that one just because it's a little bit, I don't really mean more modern, but still a little. Maybe I can even change up the fireplace. I have been busy in the living room, so let's start with the curtains because that kind of was a nightmare. So when I do this and I look up, you can see the ceiling, right? you don't see it when you're playing. So every time I tried to do the curtains, they kept clipping, and not necessarily clipping to the room upstairs, but just disappearing in the ceiling, and it looked very, very weird. So that is why I actually opted for the curtains that I have here. These are see-through, and I think it's from the Desert Lux kit, and these are see-through. I doubled them up on the angled window, and just made sure that that it worked. So what did I do here? Let me show you. So this is still the same cabinet. It's just a different color. And these are, I think they're from Base Game. They are the Simplicity nightstand. Yes, from Base Game. And I used, well, the swatch that you see here. And then when I basically push them in like that, it just changes the vibe a little bit. And the reason that I chose for this combination, because I wanted the bookshelves here. So the bookshelves that I grabbed, you see, it's basically a smaller one and then one that's a little bit more empty. These are from the Book Nook kit. I just pushed them underneath this window. And to finish my thought process, I want 2 chairs here as well. But I'm actually thinking that maybe me needs to go to curtains, because maybe me has an idea. So if I do that, so then you basically would have the ability to pull them closed. Why am I just realizing that now? I know. Like that. Oh, maybe it's because I don't like it when it's kind of halfway like that. So I don't like that. But we can leave it like this on this side. So I don't know, that you have a little bit of moment to look outside. Do we have a nice view outside then? Not really. Not really on that side. So there's actually better view that side. And this not. So we are going to do what I'm going, yes, like that. But we're going to do this here at the front. Indecisive much. Nah. Not at all. Anyway, we are going to do it like that. Yes, the TV is still the same. Yes, I also changed this. And the reason that I changed this is, well, I love the one that I have there from the cafe barista kit, that one, the bistro kit. I love those double doors. They just did not fit the vibe in the living room. So I opted for these, and we're just going to pretend like they're sliding doors. I don't know, maybe they are. And then this is the little window that I put on top, which is no, the well-crafted short window. Let's do it like that, from Dreamhouse Decorator. And then what I did on this side, because it had a weird gap on this side, I actually put shelves in from the cottage living pack, and I think that they are in Debug. They are basically wall. You can put them on the ceiling. So I used those to kind of fill up that gap. What else did I do here? Yeah, for the sofa. Oh yeah, I also put that little thing on the door. Yeah, for the sofa area. So as you can see, I changed it up. I wanted to have a coffee table there. I was not able to. So this one is just, I basically removed the reclining thing. And I don't know if it was a thing where you guys live. Let me know down in the comment section. But you remember the time when these ottomans were very, very hot as a coffee table, or was it just here in the Netherlands? I don't know, but they were very, very hot, and they all had a very big tray, I don't know, dinner tray, whatever kind of tray, serving tray, that was the word, very big wooden tray on it. And that's where you basically put everything on. So what I did is, this is a shelf from the Comfy Gamer kit. It's the mini shelf, sized up once with the bracket key. And then I lined it with these. And these are just the regular shelves that I rotated with the tool mod 90 degrees and basically raised up, so that when I remove this is kind of what you have. It's kind of like a box. So that's then kind of, we're just going to go for that. Sofa. Let's see if we can find a nice rug. I mean, if we're not going to basically look too closely the fact that there are skulls and such on here. No, that's getting a little bit too blue. I think we could. We're just going to pretend that they're, I don't know, rosebuds. But I can also grab the other one. Let's move you to the side a little bit. Then maybe in a different color, because I do think it's nice. Yeah, white is pretty, but it's not necessarily the best choice when you have a child, I already used this one, but I don't really like that one though. do like this one. Does kind of fit with the vibe, but I kind of like the basically different colors that this one is giving me. But this is a little bit more fancy. Or I could do that one, potentially. Oh no, I don't like that at all. I do not like that. This one then. No, you know what it is? I can already feel the texture beneath my feet, so it's a no-no. It's a no for me. Yeah, we will just do this one. And maybe we can do something else somewhere else. What I actually was thinking was if I do that, raise it up one, and then I could actually do the tile like that. Or maybe even this one. Oh, that is cute. It's probably not ideal, but it is cute. I mean, it's not too bad. You guys must really be like, can you just make up your freaking mind? I have this in blue. I don't know. Let's leave it like that, and then let's do a different platform trim. On the one hand, I would like to have a white trim to kind of, help with the door, and on the other hand, I would like to have a darker trim to, go with the floor. I don't know. We will leave it like this for now. Do I like this? I do not know. And yes, I could do that. However, then I would need to change this up as well, which I don't really want to. Or I just need to remove these and then do that. I don't know, maybe I'll hang something there, but let's then do it like this. Let's go for chairs, because I want 2 chairs here for the reading part. Oh, wait, I actually have chairs from this, don't I? I do. Let's go for it. You know what I'm going to do? Even though, honestly, everyone here has these, I'm just going to go and remove them. So I can put these in a little bit more like that. And I will put in, and then I can remove them here too. And then I'll use this to put some knickknacks on. I kind of do want something here. Oh yeah, these are also very cool. Vintage leather. I actually want these instead of these. And then maybe we do kind of a rug moment in front of the fireplace where Max is, I don't know, playing or something. It's a little bit too big. Yes, that is what she said. So let's do it the normal size first and then size it up. Scale 1.3. Yeah, so it's a little bigger. Okay, let's go to kids' room and let's kind of see what we have there. Oh, that one is cute. Mini wom-wom. Can I not put you in here? Of course I can. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so we have a little moment there. What else? That's clutter. Do we have some fun clutter? Okay, so for here, the paused book can be on the tray. Oh, I'm like, what's it doing? But it's it's clipping. Oh, that is so weird. It's clipping to the yes. Anywhoosies. That was weird. Yeah, that's going to be an issue now. I am back and I have cluttered up the living room and I've also done the toilet. So let me show you what I did. If you look here in the window, basically in the same time that the Ottoman thing was a thing, at least here, this was also a thing. So you had those very big we call them wind lights, lanterns, I think you guys call them. And then you either had candles in them or a little plant. And I just, sized these up. These are from Life and Death Pack. It's the Morningvale lantern. And I just sized it up, I think 1.6%, so 160%. And then, put 2 there. And then this is the little planty, one of my favorites. Here in the basket, I put Womp Womp. I don't know. I think it's very, very cute. I just put him there. And then on top of the table, now that I'm filming this, the new pack has arrived, the Enchanted by Nature pack. And in the Enchanted by Nature pack, you have houseplants that you need to water yourself. And these are 2 of the ficuses. Is that the correct terminology? I don't know. But one is a ficus and the other one there is also a ficus. I don't know. Is it like cacti? Maybe it's fici. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm kind of curious to see if that will work because I did alt place them. So I'm not sure. And then we also have, I think this one is from Businesses and Hobbies, the head. I just like the way that it looks. And then here in the little reading nook, so there are two succulents on the bookshelves as well, which are also from the new pack. And then there is from Horse Ranch a radio in the middle, and then I put some other clutter here. I just love that owl sculpture. I love it. And then below that I put some, I think these are the puzzles from, I think it's Dream Home Decorator. Then the chairs you already saw. And here, this is also from the new pack. This is a toy box. And I just had to put it there. Yeah. So here where that, that is not floating. Maybe I could, that's what that is sitting on. So that is actually sitting on the pillows that I put down for Max, where he was playing. So honestly, that is actually if Dad had sat down like that, he should have gone to the emergency room. Because let me remove that. See what he was sitting on? Ah, poor little dragon. This is just too bad. Anywhoosies, that is what Dad was sitting on. And the dragon is from, it's actually a dino, it's dragon, whatever. It's from base game. And you see, this is the way that it usually is. And I just really sized it down. Oh, let's do that. That looks a little bit better. And then I also put some toys down there. So a car and a horse. And on top of here, yeah, you know, listen, if you saw my first impression of the new pack, Innis Green, you saw my reaction to Gnome Delph. And I think I also mentioned there that I would kind of put him in a lot of builds. I did size him down one. They were not really into this type of thing, but I am, so they're getting it. And then the plants that you see next to it is the same plant that is also at the front window, but this one is sized up with the bracket key. Then next to it, there's just a tea light in a, I don't know, a lotus kind. Those things were also very popular here, at least. Next to that is a plant from the new pack. I don't really know what it does, but I thought it was cute. Yeah, and I put up a painting here. This is the living room. And I like how it turned out. I like it. So can I then also maybe go to the toilet? The sink is from the bathroom kit. I don't think it's bathroom clutter kit, but maybe it is. I don't remember. I did size it down with the bracket key once, so it fits there. And then I basically moved it into place with the tool mod a little bit so that it has the same height as the regular one. I also put a soapy there. I gave it the mirror from the pack. And then there is the toilet. With the toilet from the pack as well, as is the toilet brush and the toilet paper. Maybe this shelf is a little bit too high. I never can really tell, but it does not really matter either. Let's just start with rugs. Let's do that. Let's do the welcome mat. Size it up. A nice big welcome. Oh, that is a little bit too big. Yes, it is. Oh, no. Okay, well, we will place it and I will size it up with the tool mod. Then I think I want this one here, like that. Is that, do I like that? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's annoying that the door is off center from this. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's do that then. So I built a basement, and what I actually want to do, if I then go to the basement, I can do that so that I am, yes, that is what I want. Because I still want them to be able to get to the fire extinguisher, but I don't really want to see it. And how do we do that? Is this the correct? Yes, we have this for the longer vertical lines. We have that. We're going to go downstairs to the basement. We're going to plop it in the basement. And then with a 9 key, we're going to raise it up. I need to put it here though. And then we're going to go up and see where it's at. Okay, it needs to be a little bit more. It's basically be half. Can I do that? No, because you want to snap to the wall, don't you? Yes, you do. That is a little bit better. And with this, the Sims can still move through it. I know it looks weird now. It will be fine because what we can also do is get lighting. And then when you go up, it kind of looks relatively normal, you know? So I'm going to do that again, like that. And then I'm going to do that again. And that way I can basically close it off and they are still able to get there. Because if you do it this way, it doesn't exist for the game, if that makes any sense. I think I need to go that way. So basically this is kind of closed off, that you don't see it now, right? But they still can get to it. So That was the trick that I was wanting to do. The shoe rack, yes. Do I want to clutter this up? Do I can put kind of caps or something on there. I could put some towels in to kind of mimic scarves and such. This is kind of sucky. Maybe I can size you down. Maybe that's a bit better. Not really. Well, it is. Is it floating too? No, it's actually fine. Like that. And then that is the whole way done. I put another cap here, just size it down a little bit. I don't know, this is the dad's cap and that's Max's cap. I have no idea. So we have the clothing there as well. So the hallway, the front hallway is done at least. With the, you know, everything. Maybe this needs to go a little bit. Maybe it needs to be a little bit smaller even. I think that is a bit better. Yes, okay. Let's go to surfaces and see if we have a nice kind of, I don't know, hallway table moment. I mean, that could work. It kind of has potential. So this one could potentially kind of pull all the other colors together maybe a little bit. Maybe. Do that for now. How about if we... Oh, that is very... Yeah, that's very big. I can size it up with the tool model if I want to. Yes, fine. Use snap. I will use another one then. How's that? Is that cool? It kind of changes it up a little bit. Do we have that in different colors? We do. Yeah, we'll do that one. That is fine. So now we have kind of, you know, something extra funky. Okay, yes. Do I want a rug here? I can. I kind of like this one. Why? I have no idea. But I kind of do. I don't know. We will do that one. And then I kind of want to keep the hallway a little bit bare, if that makes sense. So let's do a different light. And then I think that the hallway is done. Did I forget to put lights in the living room? Yes, I did. Okay. Do I want any other lighting? Yeah, we could do those and then kind of, I don't know, pretend that they are not real fire, that they're fake lights. Because we have fake lights now, right? Battery operated lights. So we have the lighting done too. Do I want a different color staircase? I think I do. What's the staircase that I used? The rustic orange. I think that one fits the color of the flooring a little bit better. So now we can go upstairs. So this is going to be the bathroom. And I'm kind of going to make it a little bit spacious or, you know, luxe. So I've already put in a bath. I don't know if this is the one that I want, but we're going to put in a bath. I want a bath. And maybe we're even going to use... Oh, this is actually quite cool. Oh, that one is cool. But I'm thinking I'm going to use everything from that bath kit. Let's see what it is called again. Packs. Sleek bathroom kit. That's the one. I'm going to use stuff from there. Yes. I'm just going to grab stuff and then we're going to rearrange it in a minute. I have everything that I kind of want. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was kind of almost forgetting what I wanted to do. So I need to go here and then I want also have new wallpaper, which is in miscellaneous, which is basically this, which is actually awesome. Here it is, the rock solid faux wall. So if we put that here, like that, and then I can put stuff on there. So, you know, bathroom stuff, bathroom clutter. Okay, so I put a door in and I actually kind of like that it is looking like this. It's not supposed to look like this, you know, but I kind of like it actually. So we're going to leave it like that. How about grabbing these? These though, I think are a little bit too high for my taste right now. So how about I size you down? I should have done this beforehand. The thing that I also want here though, before I forget, I do want to have this one basically in front. So how about, can I scoot you back a little? I can, that is nice. You know, so you have nice warm towels when you are showering or bathing. This is actually a fake laundry basket. It's just for decoration. See, then it will work. So this is largely the bathroom. I do need mirrors. And we can kind of maybe scoot it in a little. Like that. Yes, I like that. Okay, for lighting, usually when I grab mirrors like this, I have wall lighting like that. the bathroom is done. So I hung these blinds. They are from the first pet pack. They were basically the only ones that kind of fit nicely. And then I even sized them down with the bracket key. So there is that. When you come in and you look back, I put the whatchamacallums. You see them, right? Words are hard. I sized one down for Max and then the other two I hung there. After fiddling around quite a bit, this is basically what I came up with clutter-wise. So we have, you know, the lights, we have some bath salts and stuff. We have some books, we have some, you know, towels and a sponge and stuff like that. And then I also, I don't know why, I see a lot of, I think they're primarily Americans who hang painting in the bathroom. And I'm like, I don't think that's functional at all. However, I was like, let me get on the trend because why not? We can just pretend that this is a painting that can easily be, no, not a real painting, you know, it's kind of fake and you can clean it easily. And this kind of brings all the colors together for me, at least. I also grabbed these, which are also from the same bathroom kit in green. And then I think that's basically everything. So we have the washer, we have the dryer. I could do that one or I could do that one. Maybe I can do both. But this is a little bit better. Yeah, so this is a little bit better. Okay, fine. I can then hang you here. It's actually a pretty nice place to hang that, yes. And then I can do laundry basket like that. This was the one that I was looking for, the plastic laundry basket, yes. So that is basically already folded. I could put kind of a little table there maybe. We have this one, the odds and ends table. Let's do two. And let's do that. And then that. Yeah, I think this is a nice functional room. I could clutter it up, but I don't know if I want to. I can kind of put some, maybe some laundry detergent on in a different color. Something like that. I think that's fine. I can do towels. I drew a wall here and I raised that inner part up with one tick. That makes this roof not visible anymore because it was annoying me. So I already put this down here with some planties on it and then a mirror behind it. And I actually quite like the way it looks. So I'm just going to leave it as is there. I put a plant here and I put wallpaper kind of trim here, which is the reclaimed wooden thing from the event that is going on right now. Okay, and I think we're going to go to the office. So I want to do office slash kind of library. Let's go to study. Let's start with a desk. This is one of my favorite desks, the Guardian desk by Telltale Art from the Life and Death. I do want some window covering, so let's go towards the curtains. For now, I'm going to do the same curtains as I have downstairs. Let's go towards the bookcases. What's the bookcase that I want? I just really like these. They just really give me that library feel, you know? And these are also from Life and Death. They should be able to get everywhere and then have two bookcases and let's get some computer, electronics, computer. Let's get some more money. Oh, these are fine. Two of these are fine. I do want one. No. I quite like that color. I don't know how comfortable they are though, but this is fine. Look, it's very narrow. Do you see that? If I did not have the window here, I could do that. And then I can remove these. I think that actually looks quite nice. I think I'll have to basically scoot them all in. Sit. Sit. Yes. We have success. Can you sit there too? Yes. I am the greatest. Maybe we have kind of a calendar or something. I was actually thinking about while clicking something else. That is the story of my life. Pumpkin carving station. Oh, I like this. That nature pressed. Oh, I can put that there. Oh, that is so cool. I think that is cool. Yes. The study is done. I'm itchy all over. Oh no, that was the wrong button. So yeah, here we have it basically on eye level, at least my eye. I'm not that tall, but here you see both of the desks. The weird part is though that the curtains are actually they are the same swatch. I just checked it, but they look like a different swatch. So I don't know what's going on there. My plan is that this is Rose's side and that's Ed's side, but we all know that that's not happening in The Sims. But that is fine. There is kind of cluttery bits on the desk. So for her, it's I don't know, knitting or crochet, then some fashion magazines there. And then for him, it's, oh no. For him, it's, kind of magazines and books to help him in his job. I don't know. And then the bookcases, I put some plants on that side. And I don't know, it's a bust thingy-majingy in between. I was a little bit, not necessarily inspirationless, but a lot of the clutter that I love to use is very, I don't know, whimsical and fantasy, and that is not the vibe that I'm going for in this house. So we have that. Then here on Max's table, I put a calendar, a kitty calendar, because he, loves the neighbor cat. I gave him 2 bookshelves. Now, I did give him the new bookshelf, the whimsical one, the one that you see with the mushrooms, and the nature press. Which is right in front of it that you can, press leaves. I remember that being a thing back in the day. Then here I have a chess game. There is some, ancient tomes. There are some planties there, some cookbooks there. And yeah, that is basically the study done. Shall we go to Max's room? Because I kind of want to. And also, I want to give him oh, there's a rat in there. Oh, that is so cute. Don't like don't like the way that this thing is looking though, but that is maybe me. I wanted it in a wooden swatch. I'm kind of sad that it's looking like this. Also, one pet rat, really. You can, but you need to make sure that you then, I don't know, take him, her out of the cage regularly, because rats are not solitary animals. Anyhoosies, let's delete that the way I remember them at least. So we have, the pet rat. Let's go to kids' room. Let's check out a bed. I don't make a lot of children's rooms actually, but maybe it's a good idea to give him a bunk bed. He also needs, I want kind of a plank. No, a shelf. Why do I always say plank? It's actually, in Dutch, we call it a plank. So maybe that's the reason that I'm like, let's do a plank. But now I kind of want to scoot it over a little, which, you know, so the way that I'm going to combat that is I'm going to hang this on the same level, like that. Remove you, put you there. Then I should be able to kind of, I need a dresser. Shall we do that dresser? We shall. In that color scheme, yes. What was this again? Oh yes, this was kind of a little bookcase thingy. But I kind of want to do something a little bit differently underneath there. So let's put you there. And I think this is it for his room. So let's kind of do a little bit of a tour then. Let's go on his eye level a little. So this is, oh, it's still floating. That's okay. We're just going to leave it because it's a llama with wings. So it's floating. Then we have the very sad looking critter box there. I'm not going to, never mind. And then some kind of, one of those desky thingies is violin. I like this though. I think this is very, very cute with the 3 decal and the toy chest. And, maybe I can swap that thing for the acorn that we use downstairs as well. So the toy box, that would kind of fit the theme. And then here we have some toys. Anyway, that is Max's room. And now we can go to, I think the only thing is left basically is the master bedroom, right? Let's start with the curtains. And I want the same curtains that we have here because it just makes it a lot easier. We will leave them like this for now. Yes, okay. So let's do comfort and let's go to, oh, I was already in beds. Let's go to beds. Kind of want to do a little bit of a almost want to say lavender style, but sometimes it's just so difficult. Oh, wait. It's maybe a little bit more blue than I envisioned, but we can make that one work. And then, but it's a little bit too icy for what I had in mind. Oh, that one is also kind of cute, which is kind of a lavendery color, which is actually pretty nice because that way I can match it to the bed a little bit better. So we will going to, wow, we're going to do that color. I decided to give them a fireplace. I was kind of fiddling around with kind of a fake fireplace, but I thought I will just give them a fireplace. And these are the same wardrobe as I used in Max's room. I am going to size one down a tad though, so that you won't have that kind of flickering. I did change the bedding. Yes, I tried actually to raise this. Oh, no, raise it up on top of the bedding. But I cannot. Then I was thinking about maybe I can put here in the corner, you know, kind of like a makeup table, a vanity. It's a pretty tight squeeze. And I was like, you know what? Then I'll have to give better lighting here. I don't really want to. So I actually added some shelves here, which are from the same bathroom kit as the rest of the bathroom is from. I added makeup and a hairdryer, and that's then basically it, so that she can basically do her makeup here in the bathroom. Not that you would leave it open like this in the bathroom, but that is fine. So the other thing that I then have here is this. I could put a little table there, but I was actually thinking about a chair. I really like this one, the fairy tale side chair. It's from the new pack, but I just love the way that this looks. Now I'm kind of... Oh, yeah, and we have it in a nice purple. I really like this chair. I think it's just so, so cute. But if I put, I don't know, a mirror there, I can kind of like that. Because I don't want to put it here. I don't know if they will go in the door. I think they will, but I'm not sure. So, okay, plant. Maybe I can put more plants. Maybe we can also put a plant there. Oh, I have that nice hanging plant. That's actually my favorite. Where are you? Yeah, we'll do this one. That's fine. I think this is it for here. And for the bedroom, I think... Oh, we can put Princess Cordelia's bust on here. I do have to size it down a little. And put it a little bit to the side here. Kind of like that. Is that cute? I do think that is cute. We can leave it like that. And then what I do want is, because in rugs we have, and that is actually base game, we have, where is it? A stone rug, here it is, that you can put underneath the fireplace. Like that. It needs to be a little bit more this way. You know, kind of like that. I don't know the color I want though. And I want some, you know, kind of little knickknacks there. So, oh, and do not boop the camera, that the microphone. That is not a good idea. It's not what we want. Let me find some things for on top there. Yes, so we come into the master bedroom here. I don't know what's going on there. There's a nice fireplace. Oh yes, that thing was still floating. I'll fix that. And then there's a cute chair. And then here we have the bed. The wardrobes. I like it. It was not really the plan I set out to have today. But then again, I did not really have a plan as well. So there is that. Let me fix that real quick. It was already fine. So yes, I think this is it. Did I forget anything? Oh, I did forget something. So the thing that I forgot was the shed and the back garden. Now, the shed, I don't know, it's probably just going to be, you know, storage, kind of storagey thingamajiggy. So let's just get a door. I don't know what kind of door. Oh, we still have it on purple. We do not need that. So what I'm thinking of, actually, don't we have kind of like a garage door? Where was that again? Was it this? Yeah, it's not, but it kind of looks like it. I know that there's a door that people kind of use for, you know, fake garage door. I'm also thinking about something else. Maybe, is that the white one? Throw shade medium, throw shade large. Because that potentially be, you know, kind of like a garage door. Kind of like that. That was basically my idea a little bit. And then is this the way that I want it? No, not really. I know. I'll just put these in for now and see. I have done things. Yes, let's start here at the garage, because these shades, I think you call them, I sized them up 130% with the tool mod, then placed them just, you know, on the wall. I added these windows, which are actually from base game, and then this is actually a curtain rod thing that I sized up once and then put on top, and then these are, well, basically columns, and then that way you kind of create that garage door feel, at least I think so. So when we go inside, we have the car here, which could technically be scooted back just a little bit. And then I just went to town a little bit. This actually needs to be a different color. That color, is that a good color? Not really. Maybe that is a better color. No. Then I put some bicycles in there. You know, the Netherlands, we are basically a bicycle country. I also replicated what I did outside with basically the doors on the inside as well. Although I don't really know why the lighting is looking a little bit weird right now. But it is what it is. I don't know what's happening, people. The shelves that I put in are from the greenhouse kit, if I'm not mistaken. Then I just put some clutter on. That's basically it. And then here, these two bicycle wheels are from, I think you can kind of fish for them in the businesses and hobbies pack. And then I sized up a rug to put it there. I don't know, just, you know, something like that. So that was the garage. And then I also did the landscaping outside. So let me kind of show you what I did. I wanted to kind of frame the fact that this was, you know, were garage doors. So I just put in some rocks, which are from the event that's going on right now, with some planties in. What else did I do? I added a few trees here. So actually how they do it in these types of neighborhoods, we have kind of a planter box like the one you see here. It's basically a square with a tree in the middle and maybe some planties around it. That's basically it. And I added some grass, some plants here. I added a bench here. And this is all the side of the house. And then another tree. And this is all the same. This is all the same. And then here I also added a few trees. I added a little bench just in front, some plants in the garden, some planter boxes. So I wanted to kind of keep the landscaping a little bit less for my liking. Then the other thing that I was doing, so I was kind of looking to see what I wanted to have in the garden. And then I remembered that you can basically make your own pergola. So if I hit G on my keyboard, you can see the grid. So how you do this, it looks a lot more complicated than it is. You need this one, the smooth keeper from base game. You need to make sure that you have your fences by drawing, and then you just draw. So when you are basically drawing on the grid, it will give you a floor, and with the hammer tool you just, you know, basically click out all the floor pieces that you don't want. So I had it black initially, then I wanted to kind of make it brown. The thing is though that this column that I have here, this is actually from base game. No, not from base game, from the debug menu. It's a post like that from Life and Death, but it is already black and I cannot change the color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically do this, you know, brown and black. So when you have everything like this, you see it, but then when you go one floor down, it's gone. So, you know, it's not in the way of the gameplay. Okay, so let's put in some furniture. So I have some stuff from the Island Living Pack. I have the Tropic Kula Couch by Southern Breeze. And I have two of them. And we are basically going to make a corner couch like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tool mod, and let's do this one. I'm going to scale it 0.998, and this should be all that is needed. I can add some colored pillows on here as well. I also have from that same set, I have two chairs. So we're going to put those in too. For coffee tables, I have these. So these are from the Desert Lux kit. And we're actually going to put two here, but I'm grabbing one. I'm going to size it down with the bracket key. And then, so it's like, you know, like it's meant to be or something. And then the other one can go there. I also want a nice cooking moment here. So what I'm going to do from also the Desert Lux kit, I have the grill. I'm going to put it there for now. And then from the businesses and hobbies, I have the creators counter. I will clutter it up with a bunch of knickknacks. But the other thing that I kind of wanted to do is I wanted to spruce up the pergola. So I was looking at maybe I can do that with plants, but it's not the way that I want it. So what I have here is the canopy of light in the medium height from, it's the one with the apple, high school years. Actually use it quite a lot, high school years. And I'm going to hang these. They look very, very cool, but they're a little bit too short. You can see that, right? So with the tool mod, I'm going to size them up. I think I did 1.3. We're going to try that size first, and let's see. So we need to scoot it forward. Oh, if I do this, I can see it even better. So yeah, that is the downside with these, is that they do stay here. Oh yeah, and the flooring, the reason that I picked these is because they kind of remind me of, I don't know if it was a thing where you guys live, but here we had wooden tiles that were specifically designed to go in your garden so that you could kind of make a deck very easily and very quickly. And that's what I tried to kind of recreate here. Oh, I really like how this is looking. So we can hang the green goddess, my favorite hanging plant. Can I see what I'm doing? No. And tilting my head like this is not helping. It does not help. It does not help. And then what do I want there? I can do, we also had basically those outdoor posters that were a big hit. The backyard is done. Let's go here because this is basically where you come in, right? And here you are in the backyard. I think it looks very, very cute. So, yeah, well, you can kind of see what I did, right? I added some extra pillows. Then I also added that, I don't know, that kind of artwork that you see. I know, I thought it was fun. I added some of the new planters with some of the new plants on a stand, which the weird thing is that basically we have here a 3-plant stand, right? Well, the bottom plant, no problem. The top plant, no problem. But the middle plant, I had to raise up because it wouldn't snap to there, which is kind of weird, or at least I think so. And then the other side with basically the barbecue area, I cluttered up as well. So yeah, you can kind of see what I added, right? Just a bunch of stuff. Added some pots and pans and some plates on the bottom there as well. And then a tea set, and then that's it. So this was the last house of Prince Alexander Street. Technically it's called Single, but there's not an English word for that, so we're going by street. That's what it's going to be. And yeah, I like it. I like how it turned out. I think I did good. So let me know if you liked this build. Let me know if you are excited to see more things. So the thing that I want to build next is going to be my sister's house, because my sister and my nieces are basically asking me regularly when their house will be online. So that's what I'm going to build next. The other thing that I want to do is I want to build the stables and the lighthouse that we have here. Recently in the little neighborhood where I live, we actually got a Dutch windmill on top of some houses. There's a little bit more of a backstory, but I will get to that when I do that, because I want to build that as well. What else? I want to build the tattoo shop that we go to if we are getting a tattoo. Stables. And I don't know, maybe a little bit of, not that we have a lot of city center, but you know, kind of some shops. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. I kind of have a lot of ideas for our city, and maybe if I have more ideas than I have lots in this world, maybe I'll change it to a different world, but that is fine. But for now, this is it. So the playlist will be on the end screen, and if I don't forget, I'll also list it in the description box. For the rest, what I really like to do on my channel is fantasy builds and a little bit of gameplay. So let me know if there's anything that you would like me to do, and then I'll add it to the list. And then I am going to stop filming now. I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty sweaty. I am. It's pretty warm. Oh, and it is raining now. So we should kind of get a storm today, which hopefully will cool everything down a little bit because I'm kind of overheating. So I'm going to go. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, happy gaming, and I'll see you soon in my next video where it will hopefully be a little bit less warm. Bye.